My mind. I left my mind. Amazing. If you can hear me clearly in comment section, type 1. Let me know you can hear me. If you can see me, type 2. How is the mic? The mic is good. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you, Roy. Good to see you, Manuel. Good to see you. What's your name again? Gozie. Good to see you, Bamara. Good to see you, Jacinta. Good to see you. Good to see you, my guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you all, man. Um, check. Everything is good. Please, if you can hear me clearly, type 1 in the comment section. I'd like to know you can hear me. If you can see me clearly, type 2 in the comment section. We are live and we are ready to roll. I'm excited to be here today. Just like always, today's class is going to be a very special class. It's a pre-Easter class. Just going to go and die tomorrow. So we need to, through his death and resurrection, we should be able to make a lot of money. That's the goal. Are we in on this? Am I alone on this? Are we in on this? Amazing. Good to see you, Dan. Good. All right, so today's class is going to be a very special class. I want to share with you some things some secrets that I feel like a lot of people don't use. I have used it multiple times and it has, helped my business go from this level to the next. And if you implement it today, I'm sure, even as a beginner, you're going to maximize commission. And you're going to grow and excel. I'm excited to have you here. If you're joining us online, please type #live and let us know where you're joining us from. For you all here, thank you for coming. I think it's amazing to have you seated here. We get to share more koinonia whilst here. But the major challenge is that our on-site venue can't take everybody. We have over 1,000 people in there, so we can't take everybody. And we're streaming currently on YouTube. We're streaming on our YouTube channel, Realtor School. We're streaming on Facebook page, Abby. And we're also streaming on the Browder Realtors group. Okay, so these are the 3 places we are streaming on. You can decide to join us on any one of these. The replay will be on Realtor School YouTube channel. So if you missed the live show or you want to watch it again, I think sometimes my classes are very loaded. You need to watch it like 2-3 times meditatedly. You know what I'm talking about? So that you get the meat of the things we are saying. So please, maybe after today, I would even suggest that you rewatch it tonight because it will be fresh on your mind, right? And so you can now draft out your action plans. So, but while we're here, as we're going today, I would like you to take note of action points. So while you're writing your notes on one side, have another page where it's just action points or action plans. So from the things you're going to write on your notes, you're going to derive an action plan. All right. The world answers to action takers and not note writers. All right. That said, this is Browdy Global Limited. We are Browdy. We are a real estate marketing and development company. Currently REDAN approved, REDAN certified. That's Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria. And the goal of this company is to help individuals, people, smart individuals, acquire properties safe and profitably in Nigeria. That's the goal of our company. But we have a very big goal, another very big goal. The big goal is to also help young individuals acquire financial freedom leveraging real estate. Real estate is a vehicle. You necessarily don't have to like running around the bushes, all right, or running around houses and shouting up and down. But this is a very good vehicle to help you, to give you solid financial independence. As Tade Cash we call it, give you the freedom lifestyle. All right. What that means is that you can actually get to a point of your life 10, 15, 20 years from now, and you necessarily don't have to work except you want to, and you would have enough cash flow to take care of you and anybody that has your surname for the rest of your life. All right, that's the plan. And so we do this by creating, avenues like this where we teach and share knowledge around how to leverage real estate correctly to build an income, right? We also provide support for realtors, new realtors, old realtors, through trainings like this. I mean, we try to, share some of the best insightful knowledge in real estate right here at Browdy Realtors. Of course, we have a realtors group called Browdy Realtors. This group caters for these needs of these realtors, right? And so we also provide support and resources to realtors too. So like properties you can sell, genuine and safe and profitable properties, training, support like office space for those that are around Enugu. We actually provide office space for you to work from. Vehicles for inspection. So we provide inspection vehicles for you as well, just so that you can start out on a good pedestal. All right. So that's basically for Browdy Global Limited and Browdy Realtors. We also have a school called Realtors.school, where we give you these comprehensive trainings. Maybe more on this later. Right. So we started a series. Are we excited? Are we? Beautiful. You can actually assimilate when you're expectant and excited. If you're not expectant and you're not excited, you'll not assimilate anything. You just come here, stay at my fine face, and go home empty-handed. Chooks is laughing at me. Okay, right. So be expectant, be excited, and again, how you show you're expectant is you're listening for things that you feel can help you start today or move to the next phase of your business today, not tomorrow, not next week, not upper week. I'm speaking to people that are action takers. They want to start something today. Is there anybody that doesn't want to start something today? You can just excuse us. But if you're ready to start something today and build your business, I admire what you're doing already, and Dan. You're pushing this period more than you used to do. So yeah, that's a good one. Well done. And a lot of you as well. So I was stuck between doing meditation and affirmation. You guys said we should do meditation. So we're going to do a vote. Meditation, affirmation. Me, I want affirmation. I want affirmation because I feel like if you the votes, Buzu, small meditation, small affirmation, join it together to make what? Okay, let's do the affirmations today. Visual and sound good. Okay, beautiful. Welcome, Mr. Frank. Welcome, Ezekiel. Mr. Uday, fine. You're not here today. He was here last week. It's good to see you all online and to know that you are watching. Please, I just like to know where you're watching us from. Just a hashtag location, hashtag live location. If you're watching the replay, do hashtag replay location. All right, so that we can just connect and know where you are watching us from. Okay, so so that we don't take so much time, we'll just do the affirmation today. Okay, maybe another time we'll do meditation. I have a lot to share, but I want to compress it within an hour and 30 minutes max. Okay, so that we can take questions. Again, if you have questions, leave them in the comment section as we speak. And here too, if you have questions, please just note them down so that we can take questions at the end. Are we ready? We're ready? Are we ready to learn? Please type ready in the comment section if you're ready to learn. For you here, shout ready! Ready! Amazing. Amazing. All right, so so these affirmations are a way we can create what we want out of life, right? This works in every area of life. And God showed us how he created the earth by spoken words, right? He said, let there be, and there was. Okay? Do you know that God, as he is God like this now, he could have just thought it in his mind and it will happen? Who agrees? After all, you all agree that what God cannot do, cannot. You agree that, right? So he can think. That just reminded me of one prophetess video I just saw this morning. Anyways, he can think it and it will happen. But he needed to share with us a template. There's a law called the law of first mention. Wherever something is first mentioned, usually, I'm now speaking like a theologian. In the Bible, shows you a template of how it's supposed to be. All right. And so it's called the law of what? First mention. So what he did in the beginning, when God came to the earth and saw that it was void, you know what void means? You know, it was without form. Can you just imagine it for a moment? Can you try to imagine it? You can hardly even imagine it because I mean, and then he used words to create the world. I want us to learn something from that. As a person, I have literally used words to bring many things in my life into reality. All right. And so we're going to try and adopt this. And it's not just for our Realtor school or whenever you come here. Please adopt it as a lifestyle. You know, there are some things you can never hear from my mouth. You can never hear some things from my mouth, no matter what I'm going through. And there are some things you always hear from my mouth, right? And that's because these are the words I am using to create my world. Okay. There are facts, there are truths, but irrespective of what the facts are saying, the truth remains. The truth is that I can never lack good things in life, right? Even when my situation is showing that, you know, you know, I would never say things are hard. You will never hear me say it. I can never say it, all right? And that's because I understand the power of words, okay, and what it does to us, all right? So I said this so that we can not just be doing it here, take it home and do it as well. Do it from time to time, on your way to anywhere, affirm some things and say some things to yourself, even when it feels like it's not like that, right? It is in saying it that you can see it. I mean, God literally saw the world was dark, darkness covered, and they described it, and darkness covered the earth. And God said, He didn't say it when the thing was rosy, He said it when it was dark. Do you get? And then it happened. Okay. So please let's adopt this mindset to help you, to really help you. All right. So let's go. So in doing these affirmations, we're going to close our eyes and we're going to be very still and avoid every distraction. Drop everything you have on your hands, and relax. Just relax. But and be focused on my words. The main thing you're going to be listening to is my words. And as I say it, please repeat after me as I say it, all right? And mean it. Online, please, if you're in a noisy place, I would like you to use your earphones or every distraction and bind and cast so that you can listen carefully and also repeat after me. Are we ready? All right. So you're going to repeat after me, right? Today, I affirm that I'm a powerful realtor. I focus my energy on what I am good at. I breathe in confidence and breathe out doubt. There are no wrong decisions. I attract people who help me meet my goals. My business is constantly growing. I am a natural leader. All challenges lead to growth. I make a lot of money and I help a lot of people. I attract money through love and joy. I enjoy multiple streams of income. Every money I spend, I will get back multiplied. My business is thriving in every way. I can turn my expertise into income. I am grateful for the wealth I create. My business is overflowing with opportunities. I release doubts and insecurities. Every day I am building a successful business. I am driven by purpose and passion. I sell hundreds of properties. Repeat it again. I sell hundreds of properties. I close all pending deals. And I invest in myself and in my business every day. I know how to delegate for the best efficiency. My work makes me feel happier and stronger every day. I am capable of running my business. I am the CEO of the best enterprise in the world. I am great at finding solutions. I close deals back. Again, I close deals back to back to back. I am awarded the best selling realtor. This is the reality I walk into. This is the reality I walk in today. This is the reality I walk in today. All right. Appreciate yourselves, please. So please, always recite things like this. Mama, move your chair so you can relax. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to continue the series on how to kickstart and grow your real estate marketing business. But we're going to take a detour today. And we're going to talk basically about how many of you have been enjoying this series? Okay. If you've not, last week's video is on our YouTube channel, Realtor's School on YouTube. Is there. You can always go back and review it. Missed last week. The other weeks, we're going to upload the other weeks to online, so that on YouTube channel, so that you can always go and review them. Is that good for those that missed them? Today we're going to take a detour, and we're going to be looking at something I thought of this morning. And it's basically how to leverage the holidays to make sales as a realtor. So even as a new realtor, we're going on holiday soon, Abby. Easter breaks. For some people, it's not so much of holiday, but I know that for some other people, this is like the only opportunity they have to go on holidays, right? And not just this holiday, every other holiday, right? So this is an opportunity for us to learn a few things. Now, there are things that by default comes to you as a person, as a human being, growing over the years and then experiencing holidays. By default, our brain goes into holiday mode, normal, by the default, especially those that have to visit their hometowns or villages and all of that. Okay. But statistics have shown that during holiday, a lot of people are online a lot, especially the potential. Right. And your duty as a realtor, as a smart realtor, is to, cash in on that to be able to make a lot of sales. Right. The question now, how do I do this? What is the right way to go about it? Right. And this is what we are going to be discussing today, basically. Are we excited about this? Okay. Let me be sure that this is working fine, and then we can ride on. I think the thing is blurry, kind of. Are we okay now? Okay, we're good now. Amazing. If you can still hear me clearly in the comment section, please type 1. I'd like to know that you can hear me clearly. Amazing. Okay, I think we're good. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go, sir. All right. So, we basically need to. One of the ways to maximize commissions as a realtor, especially as a new realtor, is to stand out. You have to be seen. You have to be heard, right? In your room and sell millions of dollars of real estate to people from around the world. Okay? To know that you exist. All right. And that is your number one duty as a realtor. In fact, I feel that's your most important duty as a realtor. The most important duty as a realtor is to ensure that you generate leads. We talked about leads last week, Abby upper week. We talked about leads. Leads are your potential clients, the people that you desire to buy real estate from you. They are called what? Leads. Okay, potential clients. So, but leads in marketing terms, especially online marketing term. All right, where you get a set of people to get to know that you exist, especially the people that literally need that thing you're selling, right? So in order to stand out as a realtor, and even as a new realtor, in fact, as a new realtor, if you focus on lead generation for 1 year, you're going to make a lot of sales, even if you don't know that thing. This is not an excuse not to know any other thing, but I'm just trying to stress a point here. All right, you're going to make a lot of sales. Okay, so how do you then maximize commissions? You maximize commissions when you stand out and you're out of every 10 young men in the world, on the street of Enugu today and everywhere in the world, 6 of them are. So how do you stand out? It's not by calling yourself realtor. That's not where it stops. All right. It's in order to be seen, be heard, and stay ahead of the rest. All right. And that's basically why we're here today. Okay. Now, how do you do that? I think the first thing to do, so that I don't take so much time, I'll just rush through this, is to decide. I think one of the challenges I've seen a lot of realtors have is that they've not even decided that real estate is the thing. Yeah, that's a fact. A lot of them have not decided that real estate is the thing. I like what Amara posted yesterday. Say real estate will pay my bills. How do you say that thing? Real estate will fund my lifestyle, kind of life you want. Yeah, that's a good affirmation to say every morning. If you have decided that real estate is the thing. When I say decided, I mean you've decided that real estate will fund your lifestyle. As much as it could be a part-time business right now, but the approach should not be part-time. I talked about this last time, Abby. Talked about this 2 weeks ago. I talked about how that a lot of people, their approach to real estate is part-time. Even though it could be, again, a part-time stuff, but your approach to it should not be part-time. It should be full-time. Thankfully, you have a smartphone. How many of you own a smartphone? How many of you do not own a smartphone? I mean, your own was stolen, so you bring down your hand. Right? I mean, some people even have 2 phones, 3 phones nowadays. I remember 2002, one of my aunties bought a phone for maybe 40 or 60K then. That blue Samsung that have small antenna like this, blue lights. She was like the queen of the world. Or 3310. I just hated that 3310. Or 1100. I said 1100 I started with Nokia. That man too she bought SIM 40K. She still uses that SIM to today. She bought the phone around 40 or 50, 60K, something like that. She was like the queen of the universe. I say, you have to book to come and receive call from her phone. I mean, this is Gen Z may not understand what I'm saying, Sha. They can't relate. Right? You know? So yeah. But today, just like every other thing, phones are now like man, I mean, you can just walk into one shop and even SIM cards are even the worst. How many of you have more than one SIM card? That time to even have 40 pa. Imagine 40 then. Big money, you know? It was interesting, you know, and that's how life is just, you know. So point I was trying to make is that so long as you have a smartphone, there's no reason to say, oh, because real estate is a part-time business, your approach to it will be part-time. You can literally be anywhere. You can be on a flight, you can be in a bus, you can be anywhere and still be posting your business. Is that not it? You can wake up in the morning and decide that, okay, I'm going to structure my business like this. I would post this type of content in the morning. I will follow up on these guys when I have a little break. All right, at work, maybe around 12, I'll call this guy, call this guy, call this guy. That's following up. And then later in the evening, I'll do a live video or I'll make a video about XYZ. That is being full time, even when you are working in the midst of all of this. So you see that it's not the time, it's the mindset. All right. So real estate should be, you should decide that, that's my first point, Abby. Decide that real estate is the thing. Decide that to pay your bills, and it will, it can. Real estate is, I can't start preaching to you why real estate is a lot, right? It's the only thing that is the only asset type in the world that you can light fire on, and as it's burning, it's appreciating. Go and burn your dollars. Okay, if you have gold, but you know, owning gold is kind of illegal. The government will take it from you if they know you own gold. You can own real estate, sit down on your land and do like this on your land. It's your own, right? Great. So next is identity. So I said the first is what? Decided to pay your bills. I'm not going to write that. Number two is what? Identity. I realize also that some people, identity is one of the most powerful influences in our lives. What that means is that how you see yourself and what you say about yourself is very important. All right. Even before I became a top realtor, I was telling my wife that I'm going to be a top realtor. In fact, the first day I walked into my Oga's office and I came back and I told her that I like this man, I like this company. I'm going to be a top realtor here. And that same year I was a top realtor. Now, again, I talked about words, you see, Abby, in the beginning. I use it a lot. And I create my world even before it appears. Like, I can almost literally tell you now that by next year's time, this what will happen. And sometimes I'll just say it. And the truth is, it's God that brings the increase. Oh. However, he needs to work with you. That's why he will see a blind man and will ask you, what do you want me to do for you? Obviously, this guy is blind. Like the blind man will say, God, are you blind? Do you get? But you still ask you because he wants to align with you, what you do by words of mouth. So identity is very important. Some people feel like they're not, is this type of people that used to become top realtors, or is this type of people that used to sell millions in sales? You don't see yourself like that. I mean, not you guys now. They don't see themselves like that. So identity is important. It's important you step into that class in your mind. Write it out somewhere if you have to. Put it on your mirror whenever you're brushing in the morning if you have to, right? So that you can walk into that realm. Because it's in saying it to yourself and believing it. Remember in the beginning, in the first point, I said you have to, decide that to work for you. And in deciding, you make real estate, your approach to real estate is full-time, not part-time, even when it's a part-time business, right? And then number two, identity. So whilst you're working in your business and on your business, it's important you see yourself as that person that stands out from the rest. Let me tell you something. It will even affect the way you appear. It will. Because if you step out, in your mind, you're not ordinary. Do you get? Do you understand it? In your mind, you're not ordinary. So even if you're entering a keke, it's okay to do that. But as you're sitting down in that keke, in your mind, I mean, I used to say I'm not normal, and some people misinterpret it. Like I'm colo. I'm not normal simply means that I'm not an average young man. That's what it means. And I say to myself all the time, even when I've been switched off for 7 weeks, morning and night, I say to myself all the time. All right. So, identity. What do you say about yourself? How do you see yourself? Right? Somebody calls you a millionaire. Normally, we say, I beg me, we just the start. That's the normal default thing to do. I'm not saying you should carry your shoulder around and say, millionaire, working and then. No, I'm just saying that, like, take ownership of your future life. All right. What do you say about yourself? I like that some realtors use all these terms, celebrity realtor, president realtor, how do you say it? Queen, real estate queen, and all those things. I understand. I like it. Land baron, you know, all those big names. But a lot of them don't live in that reality. It's just a name. If you call yourself a real estate president or a land president, for instance, live in it, dress like it, walk around like it, and do your business like it. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I sound like a preacher now. Please let me go on. Please, I hope this point is clear. I don't know how else to explain it. But I feel like what you name yourself is important. How you see yourself, how you walk around. Some people don't believe that. Some people don't believe it. They are claiming or declaiming they are claiming, but they are not believing it. So they don't look like it. They don't walk in that reality. So identity is very important. Identity is the most powerful thing, the most powerful change agent in your life. All right. Number 3, decide to leverage social media. Decide to leverage social media. Leverage social media. I'm going somewhere. I just want to lay this basic foundation. So a lot of people feel like social media is not their thing. I'm going to be saying this almost every day you come here. A lot of people say things like social media is not their thing. And it just confuses me, you know, when you say things like that. And I don't know how you want to meet people to buy your properties or are going to. I understand that some people are great at offline marketing. That's okay. Real estate is a high ticket thing. What that means is that even the least property, how much is the least property you sell? For us currently is 2M. You have 800K. 800K. Do you know that someone that is earning 800K in Nigeria is not a poor man? Even though there's one recent argument somewhere, some monkeys will be, I don't know, sorry. Do you know 800K in Nigeria is not a small money? It's not. It's not. You know Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need. Who knows it? People did science now. Secondary school. Social sciences, I mean. You can't remember, Abi. These things come to play. It's not everything that is studied in school that is useless. So this thing comes to play in marketing. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need. Please help me and Google it. This last one, food, shelter, and what? Clothing. Next one is what? Please help me and Google it now. You have phones. There's one that is like, I can't remember all of them. But the point I'm trying to make, so that we don't take time, is this last wrong here. Food, shelter, and clothing. I think that over 80% of Nigerians are there. They are here. They are here. That's why Nigeria is the third world country. Even though all of them in first world are still rushing here. Right? Food, shelter, and clothing. Okay? This is where a lot of Nigerians are. Now, what this means to you is that basic needs of life is where a lot of people are. Right? And so it's good to understand the market you're playing in. Most times, you're limited to your environment, the people in your life, and your experiences. So your church people, your family, and once in a while, you can just run into one brother in ShopRite that can buy 1 or 2 plots from you and all of that. doing this, the offline marketing is great, but I feel like online marketing gives you a lot of advantage. The first advantage online marketing does for you, even when you're especially when you understand how to use it well, is that it does something called attraction marketing. There are two ways to sell. One is to go and knock on somebody's door and sell to the person, which a lot of people term marketing. The other way is to position yourself and they come to you. Those are the two ways to sell anything. You can either go and keep a stand in the market, your position, and your position is around where they sell, for instance, ogiri. Why the ogiri come to my head? But is in the place, why am I using ogiri? Please, people should give me a better example. Phones, iPhone. Let me use iPhone. All right. And as soon as it enter my head, the smell enter my head too. She should arrange it. She doesn't use it. So, phones, for instance, now there's a line. That's why in a line, right? Just now that is looking for a phone, right? An iPhone. We'll just go straight to that line, Abi. And then now what happens here now is that now as the spirit leads, the spirit may lead me to pass you, and go and buy from this guy. Do you get? Now that is, in my opinion, attraction marketing. The other way is to go and knock on doors. I can carry my phones now and go to places that I feel like they want to buy this thing. Knock on their door and say, please, I have this to sell. I have this to sell. Which do you need? Abi, is there another way to sell? Those are like the only two ways, in my opinion. Traditional sales, like sales generally. It also applies online. All right. So some people go inbox to people's inboxes to prospect them and say, oh, sir, you look like someone that would like to invest in Enugu. I have this, and this. That's called prospecting. Like you went inbox to prospect the person. Or you can position yourself like the person in the market, and he knows what he needs. He's seeing that your stuff is good and it comes to you, right? Social media gives you the leverage to do this on a very high scale, number one. Number two, helps you attract the right people that need that thing. Okay? Why? Because people are searching for things, people are looking for things, and all you need to do is just position yourself right, and then they find you, right? So decide to leverage social media, right? Decide to do that. Are we good here? Number four, right? Number four, I don't know if we should organize deliverance for people that don't like social media. Because I'm tired of saying this thing. And people still come and meet me and say, Jeff, I'm not this social media type. You don't have to be. You don't have to like it. Just leverage it to make money. Simple. After you make your post, you can leave it and go away. They will call you. You don't have to stay there. Do you understand it? Good. Number four. Now that you've decided to leverage social media, please optimize it correctly. I said what? Optimize it correctly. It's kind of like tautology. Like I'm saying the same thing, but I'm trying to emphasize something. Please optimize it well. Many people use social media. Let me give you a typical example. When somebody sends you a friend request, you know how it used to be small on if you're using a phone, of course, more than 90% of people using the internet do it on their phone. So as they send you a friend request, what is the first thing you look at that helps you accept or not? Profile picture. So why then do people use dog, cat, and logo as profile picture? Then how do you expect the person that doesn't have time? Because high net worth individuals, they barely have that kind of time to start looking through your whatever. Is that first impression? God looks at the heart, though. It's only God, though. The people that will give you money looks at the outward. That's a fact. Some people, you love your cat very well, I understand, or dog. We don't use cats a lot around here. I understand you love your son very well. But it's Jeff Anozie. That picture there, does it click? It does not. Many of them don't care about your name. Take it or leave it. They're just attracted to the picture they see. You look professional. You're there looking like Roy with your tie and suit, or a native, beautiful native like this, and you take a very good headshot, not full picture. They're not interested in legs. Head what? Short. Your leg or straight leg, no consign them. Head what? Short. In case you don't understand what headshot, I'm here. So that off here, Max, yes, Wheezy. Wheezy say from here. He's a professional. I'm not. I don't even want to be. But I like money. From here. Okay? Why? Why is it so? Who knows? Why? It brings you closer. At least you can see the person without opening. Some people will never open your friend request. If you like, or your some people may never open your profile. They'll just see that thing. See, these are little things. The Bible calls them foxes that spoil the vine. Little foxes. These are little things that make you have things called unconscious loss, but you don't know. Unconscious loss. So that's profile picture there is your first impression. Of course, it is. So in optimizing your social media, there are things you must do, all right, in order to position yourself for maximum commissions. First is your profile picture. Please make it right. If you can, it's just 1K, 2K, or max 2K. Walk into a studio like, oh, guy is dressed like this, with his fine suit, or Dan, or this person. Take a picture, put it there. You don't have to like to wear suits. No, you don't have to. After that day, you can go remove your suit. But that is your first impression. Before they speak to you or to you, that's the first thing they will see. It now determines if they scroll past or they click. Again, it's only God that looks at the heart. I know you're very good, though, and your heart is as pure as gold. But, that's number one. Number two, please, is your name. In 2022, if you're still using it, of course, I know nobody here or listening to me is still using it. It's pretty G's. Please, are you listening to me? Good to see you all online. Mr. Ode, good to see you. Vine, good to see you. Ebenezer is joining from Owerri. Everybody's good to see you online. All right? Please, your name. Your name is important. All right? Use a name. Use a name that you want people to identify you with. Again, I like to add here that let your name be consistent across board. All right? I've said that a couple of times, I mean. Let it be consistent across board. Why is it so? So that when they see you here, and again, let me even add here, this profile picture thing. In the beginning, when you're yet to build influence online, I'm sure a lot of people are saying, Tony Elumelu used to use his yoga picture on his profile. Are you Tony Elumelu? Do you get? In the beginning, now that you're still trying to build an influence, I believe I'm talking to people that are trying to build serious influence online, leveraging social media to build their real estate business. I believe I'm speaking to you, right? The first thing is the profile picture, again, like I said. And please, I'm going back to this. Try and use it across board. If you use YouTube, for instance, as your primary source of traffic, and we're going to touch that too in a moment, use YouTube as your primary source of traffic. That picture there, please use it on WhatsApp. Who knows why? I think it's common sense, but who knows why? It just confirms you. They may not save your number, but upon seeing that, oh, this video is still this picture is still that person's picture I saw right now, they will engage you. That's why some of them are not answering your messages, because it's one flyer of one estate that's on your WhatsApp. They don't know who it is, and they're not ready to open it. Even they may open it and close it, just like I do at times. Sorry, I'm confessing. Some groups I mean, I just open and close to clear the thing, right? So the point is, so in doing this, please use this even on Google. Good. Some clients, I think this is a lot of people are on this table I'm trying to break. Some clients are going to ask you to mail them. Your Google profile picture is still showing that you're pre-pandemic, that picture you took in secondary school. When you open that your Google account on Google, is that what is still showing there? Please go and change it. Go on Google and change it. You have a Google app on your phone. I think it's even on iPhones now. Click on the Google app, go to your edit profile and change it. So that picture you've taken, that smart looking picture, try and put it across everywhere for now, till at least your name becomes a household name, which it will be. Amen. So till then, for now, have a level of consistency. It tells a lot about you. Aside from the fact that it helps people connect with you better, it also shows professionalism. It shows that you take cognizance of little details. It stands you out automatically. In fact, like me, at a point, I even had to go and put a signature. There are apps that can give you a signature in your mail. Who knows about it? So that when you send the mail, it's written there, Jeff Anozie, in a very fine font. Just, I mean, you don't have to do all of that for now. But me, I can be extra, I know. It's not my fault. But then again, please use this picture across board. It helps a lot, because when clients, engage you somewhere and they want to engage you somewhere else, it is good that the picture conforms. It easily makes them click. They may not save your number, but once that picture conforms, they can easily freestyle with you. Is that okay? And also your name too. Let it conform. These are things you can do to optimize your social media for success. Next is your bio. Please don't leave it empty, and try and make it as simple and as nice as possible. There are two major ways I recommend you do your bio. The first way is to, you can do something like me. I can do something like I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm a daughter, right? I'm a Christian. Do you get things like that? I can do stuff like that. I can do husband. Why do I have bad? I can do husband. Do you get? I can do a dot. I can do father. I think Tony Elumelu did this on his profile. I can do father. I can do realtor. Dot. I can now do maybe Christian. Do you get? Why am I doing this? Who knows? I'll tell you. I can do Christian. I can do son. Some people add that. Do you get? Me, I'm an orphan, so I can't write orphan there. You know what I'm talking about? Some people do that. Eh? Now, the reason you do this is because you're first a human. You're first a person. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. They know, like, and trust. Okay? Saying this about me, you kind of feel like you know me. Do you get? If you're also a Christian, a husband and a realtor, you may begin to like me. There may be some affinity, right? Oh, you now say I'm a father. Oh, a father, I can even add father of two, because I have two kids. Do you get? You two have two kids. Oh, you may even connect to me more. Do you get? I'm buying what? I'm buying space in your heart. Now, this is the first way to do it. I think Tony Elumelu did something like this on his Instagram. Second way to do it is to market with your bio. Straight up. I help smart individuals acquire genuine lands, for instance, in Nigeria. That's a bio. Simple, straight to the point, and nice. Okay? All these people that used to do CEO at self-employed. If you have CEO of self-employed in this room, it's gonna change it. You know. So this is a good bio, right? Or like me, I went very specific. I don't want time wasters. So I went and I said Enugu land specialist. Something like that. Who have seen my bio? Yeah, that's what is there, Abi. Enugu land specialist. And I added award-winning identity. We gave a lot of you awards in the last conference awards. And many of you don't use it. Come stamp it there. Award-winning realtor. That's what you are. And conference awards again is coming this year. Who is excited? 2.0. Bigger and better. Right? So now, upon landing on my profile, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants, and he knows who he's speaking to. That's the impression. This guy is not a dabbler. He's not a gambler. He doesn't want that. He's not confused. Do you get? And all people that you're just building a business and you're writing serial entrepreneur, I kind of pity you. See why I pity you. If you walk into a hospital, I use the example a lot, and you say I walk into a hospital. I walk into a hospital that Tim owns. Daniel and what's your name again? Gozie. Daniel and Gozie are surgeons in Tim's hospital. And I walk into the hospital and I tell Tim that, oh, I need a surgery. I need your best hand. And he say, oh, Daniel and Gozie are very good. Gozie is, this is all he does, morning to night, year in, year out, 24 hours, 7 days a week. But Daniel is a good surgeon. In fact, I think Daniel can be as good as Gozie. However, Daniel is also a pilot. He also does speed races. He also does, which other nice things they used to do? I don't want to say carpenter since. Furniture making. He also does tailoring. He also does photography. Even if it's you, who will you choose here? Why? You feel like because this is all he does, he will pay attention to me and he will know the thing very well. But this guy may be better than him. So why do you now go on your social media platform and you write Taylor? I think some people even add Taylor at day, Realtor at night, Taylor, hair designer, Realtor. Realtor used to be at the end. When they remember, they'll not write this one, not write Realtor at the end. Why do you do this on your profile? What you sincerely, genuine, I want to know what you intend to achieve. When somebody comes, you not patronize all of them, or what? What exactly do you want to achieve? Maybe it's me. Does anybody have an answer for me? Good. That's your versatile now. Who you help? Like, I just gave you an example. Even you, okay, you now, if you're me, wanted the surgery, who will you take care? Who will you take? So you want to sew a clothes now, for instance, a dress. You walk into a tailoring shop and you see two people. One is a tailor morning to night. You're seeing his work. He does this thing 247. This other one, he does tailoring. He also does mechanic. He also does. Do you get at the same time? And that clothes is very important. In fact, it's your wedding day suit. Who will you choose? No, sincerely. Who? I think these things are common sense, in my opinion. I also understand that people are not sure which one we pay. They're not sure. Then if I leave this one now, maybe it's this one now that will not pay my. If I leave this one, do you get? So at the end of the day, you're just everywhere. Jeff, are you saying that I should not do multiple things? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should choose an identity online. Don't confuse yourself and your entire generation. Do you get it? I do a couple of other things, right? Real estate is like my main thing. I do trainings, but I barely project the trainings because for now, real estate is my main thing. Consulting, I do trainings on the side, marketing, right? But long term, I want to build a solid identity in real estate. I wonder if you think of the top 5 or top 10 realtors in the whole of the Southeast, you think of Jeff. That's what I want to achieve, right? So what do you want to achieve? That's why I said you should this. That's why I made these other points. Decide, number 1. Choose an identity. You can't be a jack of all trades and be a top realtor. It's almost not possible, except it's by fluke. Except something just happened and gave you one huge sales, and that 100 plots of land they gave you now, you can't replicate it. You can't do it again next year. Why? Because that was just a fluke. Do you understand? If you really want to build a business out of this, I really encourage you to, project one online. Somebody called me last week, Monday. I was in Asaba. I posted a video about a property we are selling in Asaba on Sunday evening. Monday, the guy called me. When he called me, he just asked me 2 questions. Jeff, this property, how far now? Is it good? Do I think that place is nice? I said, oh, sir, I've visited it. And that's why I don't sell a property I've not seen. I don't sell it. I don't advertise a property I have not seen. Because I want to be confident in telling you that this is where it is. If you turn like this, you will see it. These are the things that are around it. I want to be confident to tell you there's electricity there. People live down the road. Do you get? I want you to say these things with confidence. So the guy asked me that question. Next question he asked me was, what is the process of payment? 1 hour later, he paid. Now, when he paid, he now told me, like, he has followed me for a while. I want to believe that guy has followed me for 2 years because there's something he said that was long time ago. He said he has followed me for a while. He has seen what I'm doing. Trust me. Like, literally everything he asked me. We've never spoken until that day. 1 hour later, he made his payment. Why? Because for the last 2 to 3 years, his real estate have consistently projected online. So over time, they've seen that this guy is going nowhere. They've seen it. If this guy can project this consistently for this number of years, he's not going anywhere again. So people can trust me. Like, that's the point I want to get to. I want to even get to the point where if you think as you're sleeping, thinking just think that's coming up, and you can barely achieve that level of brand identity if you're not consistent in a certain path. It's called the power of focus. That's the laser, the power of a laser. Laser is normal light. It's just light that's concentrated on a certain place. That's why it can pierce through an iron. It's light. But the focus on one spot. And then see the beauty. The beauty is that when you now make a name in that place, you've built a level of influence in that place. You can use that your name now and go open multiple other things. So going into IT, power. Nikon Hilton Hotel. He owns Hairs Holding. He owns an Afriland estate. He's a realtor. You know that he's a property developer. You know that, right? He owns Afriland estate. He owns UBA, of course. UBA was his first. He started there now. And then he now branched off into all these other things. If you hear Tony's UBA, you'll be hearing. Do you get? But he owns these other things. And once he puts his name, so build your name. And you can't build your name by being scattered from the beginning. No, you're not. You're scattered everywhere. Master of none. Touch it everywhere. You're like this octopus. So these 3 things. Is there anything I'm missing here? Cover photo. A lot of you don't use your cover photo well. Cover photo is a very good digital real estate that can help you build affinity in the minds of people fast. When you go to somebody's profile, Facebook profile, for instance, or even on YouTube, wherever, let me go to my own profile and you see Once you open the profile on a phone, this is how we are. What's the most visible thing here? Once you open the profile, what's the most visible thing? The photo, the profile picture, the cover. The cover is very big. So the idea is to use that cover photo to project a story. This is how I use it. I am teaching here, and I ensure that the profile, my cover photo, shows the slides I am talking about. How to be a good realtor. So when you land on my page as a client, you feel like, this guy that is teaching, he must be very good. Is that not the impression? That's me telling a story without saying it, right? Another very good way realtors can use their cover is to have a very good picture of you on a site. If it's a building, if you sell buildings, and in a building, you're with maybe you do a picture of the client behind in case the client doesn't want his face to be shown, which is very important. Or even if it's only you, dress very well, you're in a building and you're doing like you are, even if you're not, you're just doing. What does it say? This guy is not realtor with mouth, he's in the field. Or you're in a site where they are doing fencing or something, and you're telling a story. Or better still, like my friend does, Barrister Ray, he simply just did a very fine picture of himself and wrote all the things he is. Entrepreneur, God lover, very nice profile. I've seen that profile before. Let me just show you. Sorry, we're just learning. We're just learning. Aha, that's it. Can you see it? I hope you can. You can see it, Abby. He just wrote all the things he is. So on landing on his profile, you can just know his identity. Do you get? These are things we can use our profile for. Don't leave it blank or put one blurry picture that does not make any sense. Please use your cover photos very well. Are we okay with this? Okay. Are we following so far? Now, why do you need to do this? Why did I go into this, especially this one of social media? It's so that you are searchable, you are findable. Remember the search interruption quadrants. Who remembers it? My students, my good students, who remembers it? Yeah, help me. Let's do this thing. Search interruption quadrants. What's up here? Search, interruption, active, passive. I'm not going to teach this again. I think it was our first class or second class. The replay is on our first and second. We talked about it. It's also a full episode on Realtor School. In fact, Realtor School, I have you access to your videos on Realtor School? Okay, one more. There's no access to his videos. So on Realtor School, we went deep and taught this in a full episode. All right. So basically, there are two types of people that search the internet. We're not going to go into this. There's a replay. Please go and watch the replay. You can ask in the comment section. We will send you the link to the replay. You can just watch it. But the idea is that when they search for your name, they can find it. That's one of the reasons why you must optimize and also have a consistent name. If you search for your name now on Google, can you find it? I gave people an assignment to go and do this before. Who did it and what did you find? Do you like what you saw? If you search your name, just search your name now on Google. What do you see on your first page? How many of you have deliberately created that first Google search to suit what you want to see? You're working on it, right? If you search for my name now, the things you see on that first page, my wife's not enjoying my name. If you search, you see one of her stuff there. Yes, she's enjoying it. See, marry a good man, no, like me, right? So Jeff Anozie, if you search for Jeff Anozie on Google, I can almost guarantee you what you will see there, because I optimize my profile and I do it regularly. From time to time, I still go and search my name and go and check what am I seeing. And sometimes how Google does these things is that it crawls into other websites and picks your name, that consistent name. Jeff, that's why you see, I can't emphasize that you must use a consistent name everywhere. You can't use Jeff Anozie here and then use Anozie Jeff later, and then use Jeff T Anozie another place. Do you get? Please just use Jeff Anozie. Don't use my name, oh. Choose a name. I'm just giving an example. Choose a name and please use that name consistently. It helps stands you out. When somebody hears your name, like I know many people that have been recommended to, and the first thing they do is to go and check me out. Yeah. Last year I taught in Port Harcourt Realtor School. Real estate conference, Realtors conference in Port Harcourt. It's the biggest real estate conference in the South. I taught in Asabaon, the same last year ending. Most of these people did not know me before then. So whilst they were deliberating, somebody mentioned my name. And so they went to go and check me out. In checking me out, they were not disappointed. Why? Because I practice what I'm teaching. This is one of the fastest, easiest, best way to stand out. So we're going into the second phase of this teaching now. I need to lay this foundation, because upon this foundation, we will build the next phase, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. Amen. All right. If you're enjoying the teaching so far, let me know you're enjoying. If you have questions, please just note them. We're going to have a question time. I just want to run through this so that we can have something tangible to practice over the weekend. Online, if you're following, let me know in the comment section that you are following. And let me see if there are questions, comments. This bullet hits me. Serial entrepreneur. Okay, David, you're among serial entrepreneurs. Continue. All right. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So now that we have optimized our channel, how do you then leverage this holiday season or any other holiday season? Or of course, for the rest of the year, we're entering into the second quarter of the year. This means that first quarter is gone, in case you don't understand what that means. And so those goals you had in the beginning of the year, all those 31st 9 prayer points, how far? How is it going? What is it, what you ordered versus what you got? Right? I want to admonish us to, go harder this second, I want to say second term. Second semester. Let's go harder. And these are the things we have to do. So now that you have positioned yourself correctly online, you've done the basic things. I want to believe that these things are in your action points. I want to believe these things are in your action points. It's important you note them very well and take action today. Start taking action today. Okay. So now that you've positioned yourself correctly, one of the fastest, easiest ways to stand out is through your content. And we're going to just talk on that briefly now as we go on. Through your content, right? The first thing I need you to know is that many people are going on holiday, right? This weekend, up until Monday, Easter Monday. I mean, this is one of the best times to stand out online. 2 reasons. Yes, every other person will go and sleep and ball. That's the first reason. And so the internet is free for you to come out and play. That's number 1. Number 2, which is one of my most important reasons, is that most of your target market are going to be on holiday. And during holiday, a lot of people are on their phones. A lot. People that work a lot, they do a lot of work during the year. Holiday time, they want to relax. And so your brain cannot stay idle. So the brain needs something to distract itself with. And so you go online. That's when people consume, social media the most. So your job now as a solid smart realtor that wants to maximize commissions is to leverage this period to collect miles, go far. Like, you know what collect miles means? Put out, in fact, work you normally would do in a month, you can do it in a weekend. Go the extra mile this period, but do it correctly. How do you do it correctly? Create content. Now, content is the lifeline of your online business. There are 4 basic types of content, Abi. There is text. I will not write it. There is text, there is images, that's pictures, there is videos and graphics. Okay, there's audio too. Yeah, for all some others social media, you can do audio, but let's focus on these ones for now. Now, whatever form of content you want to do, please focus on it. But I'm going to touch on videos today a bit. I'm going to touch on videos. Now, in video content, there are 2 types of content you can do online, especially this period, that will help you stand out fast. First are short form videos. Short form videos. The second are long form videos. Both of them have their advantages, and both of them have the things they help you achieve. Short form videos help you for quick traffic. Short form videos. So these are things like reels, shorts. Which one again? 2 of them now. Reels and shorts. Instagram uses reels, and Instagram and Facebook use reels. YouTube use shorts. What does TikTok use? What's the name? TikTok. Tick. It's a reels. It's okay, looks like reels. Okay. All of them are reels, right? Beautiful. So short form content, these are reels and shorts. Long form content are, so there are 2 types of, it's basically the same thing. Long form content is long form content, right? But there are 2 ways you can do long form content. You can do long form content, maybe standing or maybe in a site, or you decide to stand along that. Like I see a lot of people, a lot of vloggers, YouTube vloggers in Enugu, they used to do Opera Square Road, to stand along that road and do video. It's okay because of the background. Or you can do talking head video. So you sit down and position a camera in front of you and talk, Abi. Talking head. So talking head, and then maybe outdoors video. Now, what is the advantage of short form videos? Short form videos bring you traffic to a large extent. And it's the most consumed type of videos right now. People consume it a lot. What a lot of people use short form videos to do is to catch attention and position their attention to another place. So you must be strategic about it. I don't think as a realtor, you should use short form videos to try to make sales. It can work, but the point I'm trying to make is that use it to catch attention. See, I exist. Most times I do these videos, I don't necessarily do them to make sales. I do them to collect my share online, my share of attention, because I know that people consume this a lot. All right, and that's why YouTube began shorts, because they noticed that if they keep doing just long form, they'll lose out on a market, on the Gen Z market, and people that they don't to pay attention for too long. All right, so that's the use of the short form videos. So in my opinion, in making short form videos, your job is not to start introducing yourself. Hi, my name is Jeff Anoze. I am here to. The shorts don't finish. That's what I think. So I think that so let me talk about 2 forms of videos here so that I don't forget it. No words and words. So I'll come back to this. So short form videos, I feel like the main aim of short form videos, especially when they are videos you want to talk in, is to catch attention and direct them somewhere. So you can say something like, I like this guy. This guy that does, I think, online banker. Is that his name? online banker. He's on TikTok. I like what he does. He just starts his video with a statistics or with a something. Now that is called a hook. I feel like your short videos should start with a hook. For instance, in this video, I want to show you why it is important to listen to me because I am good. You know, that kind of video. Or I want to show you why it's important that you should buy real estate in certain places. I want to show you why it's important. I want to show you how not to be scammed in 2024. That's a good way to start your short form videos. All right? Right? And then you talk, maybe say one point, and then you direct them to where your long form is. Good thing is that things like TikTok, for YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, the short form is still short. It's still like 1 minute. But TikTok can drop to 10 minutes now. In fact, TikTok have started long form videos so that they don't lose out to YouTube. They're just competing. Even though their long form video is very ugly. Right? So catch that attention. If you're doing words video, your job in short form videos is not to introduce yourself. Save it for the write-up. That's why you can write. If you really want you like your name so much and you want your name to show in the video, write it. Right? And go straight to the point because it's short form, and those there, their attention is shorter than even the video. So then point direction. Always try to have a solid call to action. Either subscribe or send me a DM or call me or something. All right. For long form videos, in my opinion, these are videos that help you eat. Who knows the meaning of eat? Build expertise, build authority, and trust. These long form videos. A lot of people have the opinion that people don't watch long form videos. That you're mentally lazy does not mean people do not watch the videos. People are looking for information that will save them a lot of money. And if your video is 30 minutes, but that video is rich with enough information that can save me 10 million naira today, I'm going to watch it. And so your main focus in long form videos, of course, we're not going into too much videos today, but your main focus in long form videos is to use the first 5 to 10 seconds to keep the person watching till the end. Because no matter how rich the content of that video is, and you cannot keep that attention, you start by saying, how do you say that? Good evening. I don't say loud. Depending on where you're watching me from. Please save us those things. Start from a hook. Start from saying something like, I want to show you how you can say that later. I mean, your first 5 to 10 seconds should be to hook. It should be to catch attention. Let people know why they ought to watch that video, even if it's a property video. Okay, this is very important. So long form videos help you what? What does it mean? Build expertise, build authority, and trust. I have a client. He hasn't even bought from me, but he sends messages all the time. He told me that there was a day he sat down with his children and watched. He's in UK and watched 8 of my videos straight. In fact, he watched it on a smart TV, and then he called me on a video call and showed me that she hear my voice. That do I know the voice I'm hearing? It was my voice with my blue shirt. That blue shirt, that one. That's why I quickly recognize myself, because I know myself and that shirt. The client was watching. His kids were there. I think there was a lady. I don't know who the woman is. They all sat down. I was watching my videos. 8. He said he had watched the 8th one when he decided to call me. Those videos are at least 5 minutes, at least. Tell me, what will make a grown-ass man on his TV to watch somebody for 5 times 8 is what? 40 minutes. is because the content is valuable. And he went ahead to call me because I had won his heart. I had developed expertise, authority, and trust. Okay. So I'm going to just wrap up here as we take action plans. Okay. So I was going to talk about this, Rabbi. For short form videos, there are two types of videos you can do. No words videos, where the video itself is telling the story, is saying the thing. Right? Like recently we went to site yesterday morning, and then we all made videos. Personally, I made a video. I asked who made me that video, Obama. Was it you? I asked you to make a video of me, and people are so shy on site to make videos. Well, the Bible says if you're shy of me on earth, I'll be shy of you in heaven. So keep being shy, yo. Money is shy of you too. So keep being shy, yo. So I asked Bamara to help me make videos. So she's followed. Okay, even Roy, even you to make video of me. Followed me behind. And I was specific about the type of video because I needed some things to show in the video. Like the fence wall that we have built at Elite Court. When we cleared recently, we cleared Coral Gardens. So the clearing and the tractor. In fact, I even climbed tractor self. You saw that picture of me? Those things are deliberate. It's not just for paparazzi. Yes, paparazzi do, but it's not just for that. It's deliberate. I'm telling a story. I'm literally communicating. All right. And so Roy made me that video. I was walking towards the tractor and I was doing like I'm talking. I think I was talking to some people, feel like I'm describing something, and I write words there and upload it. That's a non-word video, but that video says a lot of things. And then the write-up there is there. So as a beginner making video, you're a shy person like me, and you want to make videos, you can start with that. All right? Start with that. Put yourself out there enough. Write the text there. But remember, these are the kind of videos that actually help you eat faster. But you can start with this to at least attract attention to yourself and what you're doing. For me, basically, I don't know how to, I'm not very good with editing. I use TikTok. In fact, that's the major reason I opened my TikTok account, because TikTok has CapCut attached to it. And when you just upload on TikTok, there's a button you can press. That button will edit your video. Who knows it? Who knows the button? Auto cut. That's the word, Abby. I don't even know the name. I just go and look for it. Just if I upload the video, I go and look for that thing. The thing will just edit your video once. I'm lazy like that, and I like it. Wisdom them and the rest, they are good at editing. Me, I don't even want to be good. It's not my work. My work is to make money. Amen? To eat money. And the beauty about TikTok, which other are now trying to adopt, is that once that video is edited, it saves in your gallery. That's one thing they won Instagram with and Facebook. Because you finish editing video on Facebook and it remains there. I think now they're not trying to do it. I mean, Instagram is trying to do it. I don't even know which one. I think Instagram, I downloaded it. Okay, no. I use an iPhone. So iPhone does screenshot. Yeah, screen recording. So they're not even doing it yet. So that's basically why I opened my YouTube account then. So I'll just go on YouTube, upload that video. TikTok rather. TikTok. Upload that video. There's a text now. So I press that button, it does all the, and it even puts for you a very nice music. Even though me, I select kind of music I put on my videos, right? So upload that video for you. It does that editing for you like this, and then adds music for you, and then I'll write the text. It has downloaded on my gallery. I'll take it like that. I'm gonna play it on my reels. I'm gonna play it on shorts. Done. Jeff is a magician. Do you get? You know, so those are non-words videos. Those videos help. They can help you get started in generating traffic, but don't stay there. Don't just stay there. Now move to words videos. What videos show that you know what you are doing, right? Where you talk about what you do, you talk about, use the whole style to make videos. Okay, Are we following so far? So we are going to wrap up with what to do, how to start today. All right. My goal was 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I think I'm almost hitting that goal. Maybe in our next class, we'll talk a bit more about how to make videos. This is like one of my favorite parts to teach, because I was at that point in my life where making video was a nightmare. My wife is here, she can tell you. I'm a stammerer, right? And so when I want to make a video and I know that people are going, you know how you're making a video to only you. It's only you that is there. Oh. But I feel like 1 million people are watching you. And so the anxiety of stage is doing you. Who knows what I'm talking about? Amara doesn't know. Amara can just turn off her phone and just be talking, you know, or Uju can turn off her phone and just be talking. These ones are very good at what they do. For me, I am shy, very shy, and so that anxiety is still there. So that was 2018. I wanted to start a social media agency, and so one of the things I knew these things then, that one of the ways to build authority was to put myself out there and talk about what I'm doing, teach it, right? In teaching it, I am the authority. Okay, so I needed to start it then because I was so broke, I couldn't run ads, could not. So I had to start learning how to make these videos. I mean, some of those videos are still there. I played it recently one time last year for my students, and one of those videos, I yawned. I was talking. My belly just did me, and I continued talking. That was so much anxiety, like I was shaking literally. Right? So what I used to do then was I'll go to a mirror in the house and talk to the mirror several times. I'll make that video. In fact, before you see one of that video that is bad online, I've done like 20 to 30 in a mirror. And the first one I'll talk and hook. And I'll be like, why am I even stammering? You stammer when you're very anxious, Abby. But it's just me. You get? And I will do that thing, and now gotta make one video. And I'll come back again, do that thing. Literally till date. Now, when I started my real estate business too, I started making videos. Of course, I know that action takers are the ones that actually make headway. It's not when you, and I also knew that I must not be perfect before I start. As I start and I go, I become better, right? I knew that I'm not even perfect yet, but I'm better, all right? At least I can put my phone and talk straight without doing cut and join now. It wasn't like that for me for a very long time, all right? And so I started my YouTube channel. If you go to my early videos, you see them, very horrible videos with my earphone. I didn't have a mic, my earphone. Some of them said, I don't know if I said nonsense inside. I just uploaded them because I know that it's in doing it and in uploading it that I get better. All right. Now, how do you start as a realtor? What are the basic things you need to start? The first, you need a camera-enabled device. Abi, kind of a touchlight and on the touch of your phone on your face and say, "Hello, guys." No, you cannot do that. You need a camera-enabled device. There are different ways you can do that. You can use a DSLR camera like we're using here for our streaming. You can also use an iPhone. I use an iPhone 14 Pro. So you can use an iPhone too. You can use an Android phone. Personally, I started with an Android. I started with a Redmi Note 8 Pro. My dearly beloved phone. That phone, I just gave it out last 2 months from 2019. I bought that phone 2019. That's how close and dear it is to my heart. Because that phone won me best realtor. Redmi, right? So then the phone even had a crack on the screen, at the point, So, but here's the thing. Many people wait for so long because they're waiting to buy a DSLR M50 camera or a camcorder, a Sony camcorder, before you can start your videos. And you believe that is that device that will help you do your videos. A lie. You will buy that video, even this one they used to call GoPro. I've seen many people that are waiting for a GoPro. Who knows what a GoPro is? One small camera, they usually put on top of something. It can have a bird eye view. It can have very nice camera. Yeah, I would like to buy it too, but that's not what will bring you the money, especially the beginning. You can have that and not still make one video, right? So The first thing is a camera, a phone, a camera-enabled device, right? So you can use your phone. Please, so long as you have a phone that has a good, and going forward in buying a phone, you must check the camera. You know, back in the time, if a guy is buying a phone and saying, does it have a good camera? They start looking like you, like a girl. As if it's only girls that buy good phone with good camera. But please, you need a phone with a very good camera. It's okay to start with what you have, but it's not okay to stay there. No, it's not. Just say, oh, you can do it anyhow. Yes, start with what you have. Because it's in starting what you have that you can now make money to now buy the other ones, sabi? So, but going forward, you're buying a phone, there are two things you must look out for: a good camera and memory. Nothing short of 128 gigs. Don't be buying 24 gigs. Especially Android phones. Most of them are not actually up to 64 gigs. They'll just write it there. Right? So buy a Redmi phone. This, I'm not advertising for anybody. Nobody paid me. But I feel like a Redmi phone has a very good, advantage. Or Oppo. I've not used Oppo before, but I hear that Oppo has that will use beautiful. They have a good camera. And they are almost the same amount with those other Nigerian Samsung. That the memory is to be very low, except you're buying a high-end Samsung. So you're talking of like 500K and above, then you're buying. Some people just like the name Samsung, and they feel like you that is using Infinix, you don't know what you're doing. I've seen a lot of people like that. And when I see their Samsung service, nonsense. The camera is not good. The memory, the battery dies like next minute. So why? Why? Because it's Samsung. So I feel like much more than the name, I understand that those things are good, but look at the features, like these two things I'm saying now. Camera, space, these two things, and battery life. Or better still, go and buy a 20 mAh power bank. Buy two. Yes. Like, stop telling people that your battery died, your phone died because of battery. That's a very nonsense excuse to be given in 2024. You can't work with me and give me that excuse. No, you will not. Oh, they all no. No, you can't tell me your battery died. No, you cannot. Come buy a power bank. If you plan for it, you buy it. 20 mAh currently is like 16K. Tell me you've not spent 60K in the last one week and you want to do real estate. Oh, they annoying me. Oh. What thing they vex me? Before you go collect. I remember that was ending 2022. So no, around May 2022, I started my real estate business 2021, January, effectively. So towards May 2022, the next, now become top realtor of the year. I had started my own agency and everything. I was still using that my Redmi. It was one day that I was on site. Yeah, just that we're on site. The sun was so hot. So the problem with the phone is that when you're making video and the weather is hot, your phone overheats. Who experiences that? There's a hack to it, not even an excuse. There's a hack to it. Put your phone on airplane mode. The phone is doing a lot of things at the same time. Plus the heat. Nigerian heat is wonderful. So it's now making the phone react. And sometimes the phone is to off. So I remember one of those days, of course, I had now made some money. And that day I now said, I heard at that point, I was not using an iPhone. I heard at that point that iPhones, withstand heat very well. That's why I bought an iPhone. If not, I still have my Redmi for the use. Right? So all those things are just excuses, okay? So that's number one, internet. Number two, which I see, is lighting. So I said number one was what? Camera-enabled design. We're taking action points, Abby. These are the things you need. If you already have a camera-enabled device, then you know that for that one, you don't have an excuse again. Number two, you need lights. There are two types of lights. There are two ways to make a video, either indoor or outdoor, right? Indoor, there are two types of lights. There's natural light and there's artificial light. So all these things we have here are artificial lights. The reason we have them is because, of course, we are streaming to the world, and so we need to represent what we are, right? We need to make our streaming top-notch, right? That's why it is here. Now, these things are not necessary to start. All right? They are not necessary to start. Again, there are two ways to make a video. You can do online, and are we good? You can do you can do inward and outward. I mean, so if you're making videos inward, one of the tasks I used to do then, if I'm making a talking head video, like I'll sit down and I'm talking, right? I open my window and I face outside. I've heard somebody tell me that he has not started video making because he doesn't have a tripod stand. That's an excuse. I used to stack my books. I used to stack my books then. Put them on my plastic table. I had this blue. Who knows that was blue plastic table? Good. I put it. That is good. I used it when I was in school. I still have it in my house to date. Some things are so dear to my heart. So I keep it by the window, open the window, and face the window. Simple. At a point to even pull I have a bookshelf at home. Because my window was far from the wall, and I know in between there are too many things. We'll do. Talk about your environment too in a moment. There are too many things rich in my environment. You know what I'm talking about? I have to pull my reading shelf towards the window so that I keep my chair. My reading shelf is behind me. You will not now see the rishi. Am I not smart? Pack my books there and shoot. Hello, my name is Jeff Anozie. I am here to. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Now, you don't know if that's a ring light or not, and nothing concerns. Can you see my face? Yes, you can. Simple and short. So lighting is important. Now, if you're making a video outdoor, please identify where the sun is and face the sun. Okay? How do you know where the sun is? Who knows? Your shadow. We learned this thing when we were younger. The sun rises from the east, and you know where the sun, which one is east and west. When you look at your shadow and the time of the day, you will know where is east or west. If your shadow is like this is east. In the morning, anything between 9, 8, 7, and 12, and your shadow is like this is west. See, I'm teaching you guys now. Please face the sun. It will enter your eye, but you will learn, right? It will not blind you, right? And you're not necessarily looking at the sun. You're just facing it so that your face is bright, all right? So that people can see your face and they can appreciate the wonders of goodness of the Lord in your life. So don't make your face dark. It doesn't help you. When people don't see your face, they can't connect with you, all right? So that's that for that. Do you have any questions there? So lighting, background. Your background, I talked about background. I said what I used to do. But don't go and stand where they used to dry cloth. There's a line that is like this. They now put some things, rishi on the line. You now stand there. They wrote things at the background. Please be mindful of your background. It's important. Here's the thing. Your background is a louder story than you. The things you say speak louder than things you say. Do you understand? So that's why even in sites, if I'm making a video in site, a property video, and it's a bush site, I look for the place that has something, maybe a stack of blocks, or a fence, or the road, and I make it my background. Why? Because I don't want you to feel like I'm in the middle of a forest. So they're not going to be, the people watching are not going to know that all these things exist in your environment. Sometimes if there's a electric light pole, I even like to put it in my frame. I do that intentionally so that as you're listening to me, you're taking my environment. My environment is telling you a story. So when I tell you that this property is in a so whilst I'm doing like this, and I'm telling you that this environment is developing, you can literally see that it's developing, right? Even though the only place actually developing at the moment is that one. But I'm painting a picture that if this can happen here, it will happen in the environment. There was the day I was making a video in a site and a bike man was passing. I added him in the video. I paused for a moment for him to pass so that the sound. But I intentionally did not cut it off when I was editing. Why? I need to know that people live in the environment. There's movement. I am telling a story. Do you understand? These are little hacks and tricks that you have to use in your framing. Are we following? All right. So as we wrap up, I have a lot to, but I'll just end it here. I'll just end it here for today so we can take your questions and right. So here's the thing. You would never achieve any form of progress in leveraging the online space if you don't start. And if you don't deliberately start putting yourself out there. Now, in putting yourself out there, remember, you can start with what you have and where you are. I didn't talk about sound, audio. Please, it's important that people can hear you. Okay? When I started out newly, one of the things I used to use was my earphone. So that phone came with a follow-com earphone. You know those follow-com earphones used to have mic. I don't know if all the phones have it, but that one had it. So I used to use that follow-com earphone to if I'm outdoor. If I'm indoor, I just make sure that my environment is quiet. Time in in that room. So then I'll first on the fan for a while. When I'm cool, I'll close all the windows. Strategy. I'll now close all the windows. I'll now talk for 5 to 10 minutes. When I know that sweat has started coming, I'll pause and go open the window and collect fan. Because there was noise outside. Where I was living at the time, children, it was a downstairs. So children used to run around the compound. So either I wait when they go to school, I target that time when they're not around, and I sit down and make my videos. Or if I have to make a video, why? As much as, yes, I know that I live in a place, but I also want my audio to be sound. Your people should not struggle to listen to you. Listen to you. I didn't watching you, and those that one has gone. Do you get? Make sure your audio is good and your environment. You mustn't buy a mic. And start with in a quiet environment. An earphone. If you watch my early videos, you see me earphone a lot. I think someone asked me one day, "Are you listening to what you're saying?" Like, always using earphone, but because of the mic. That was why. I remember that guy asked that this earphone. Are you listening to it? When you listen, you now talk. When you listen, no, I mean, it's my mic. That was it. All right. Again, if you don't, you're not going to improve. And if you don't improve, you can't stand out. And if you don't stand out, you can't be a top real. It's important you start. It's in starting that you begin to get better. You can't get better before you start. A lot of people, a form of procrastination is trying to get everything ready before you start. It is actually a form of procrastination, right? It's in starting to get things done. Are we blessed? Did that end the value of your time? Do you have any questions so far? Questions? During this, please, in this period, creating content and putting it out there, whether no words or words, just give yourself a challenge. As a team, we're doing a challenge. You can decide to do it on your own. You can decide to say, okay, I'm going to do a 2 weeks challenge. You can next every day of the week I'll put out a video. You can target a series. Now, one of the hacks in doing this is to batch produce. What does that mean? Produce many at the same time. Your video. It will take you a while to come into momentum. Once you get into that momentum, please leverage on it and do more. After then, I did a 100 videos challenge for 90 days. I didn't hit 100 because I started making a lot of moving around a lot. But the first I went back to back. That was January of 2021. From New Year up until 27th of January, all that was in my head is making videos. It was 27th I made my first sale, first land sale. It was 27th of January 2021. So that period, what I used to do is go out in the morning, like on New Year Day. I remember very well. Of course, we had vigil, which I did not go. And then that morning, as soon as my wife came back from night vigil, I went out. I went down to Presidential Road. I went to call one of my friends at Centenary. That was currently abroad. He was doing very well then in real estate. And I called him. I asked him to. Of course, I had this other property I had investigated that someone introduced me to. And I literally went to those sites that morning and started making videos. I made about 5 videos that day. That's 5 different places. And I also did a drive-through video where I went around showing on New Year Day what it looks like. Presidential Road. That place was, you know how it is, it was deserted somehow, down to Ogui, down to Otiba, that side. Then I uploaded it. So I had enough videos. That's why space is important. I use my phone. I had enough videos. So that night, between my kids slept, as soon as they slept, till around like I think 2 a.m., I was editing videos. So batch produce, batch edit. You don't need all those things. You know how video is doing. You now do you now come zoom in. All those things, leave it for wisdom. Them you don't read. See, they are not money producing activities. Those things will not bring you money. Just be smart in your video. Say something that makes sense. Do those things to retain attention. Later, when you don't harm, I can employ people like Wisdom that are very good to do it for you, no problem. But now you don't need all those things. What you literally need is cut, join, and write something on the video. Simple. Possibly put, if you know how to get non-copyright audio, you know how to get it. If not, please leave it. Mustn't put song. Some put song used to overshadow the voice. On listening to music, I don't remember then I did a video and uploaded it on YouTube. Actually told me to remove the sound. Yes. Then I learned a lesson. Me, I didn't think it was good. I felt it was good. Can I buy the land? No. The guy that can buy the land, my next 10 videos, I not put one sound. Shey una know one sound, no problem. So later I now learned how to keep the sound very low, lower than your voice. And there's another thing we need to learn. Sorry I didn't say it, I'll just add it here. It is important to talk other than you talk when you're making a video. So if you talk normally like this, it's important you bring energy, right? Here are 3 reasons why you ought to watch this video. Number 1, even if you don't like it, do it. Over time, you will learn it. You can't be talking bedroom voice in your video. First, it is boring. And then number 2, people are struggling to hear you. Number 3, you're not exuding confidence in what you're saying. You say it with energy. I'm not saying you should fight. No, but elevate your voice small. If you do that, even if you're talking in a mic. I remember the first time I was talking in church in a mic. Of course, I was stammering, of course. And then the way I was hearing my voice in that, have you ever videoed yourself and listened to it? Does it sound like you? It does not. It sounds off, right? So that's why you need to bring your energy. So when you now listen to it, it's like, oh, you know? You want to. All right. So with this, we've come to the end of today. Do you have any questions? I think did I conclude this conversation? Non-word videos, great example are people who have gained celebrity. Oh, Mr. Bean. Oh, beautiful. Emmanuel Okereke gave us some examples in the comment section of non-word videos. Mr. Bean, of course, I didn't even think of that. Charlie Chaplin, Kwame, all of them, they don't talk. I think our non-word videos should be kind of entertaining, good to keep. So that's why I said that your non-word videos should tell a story. should tell a story. You came to site, you're showing people. Like, there's a video I did one time that actually got me some calls. I was going to site, and I was driving, I was sitting by the passengers, and along Presidential Road, I made a short video. You know how you're entering a car, you make a video of your leg, enter the car, then we're driving. I made a short video of that traffic light side. And then we're now heading to airport. I made a short video of the airport, right? We got towards site. I made a short video. And then when we came down from site, then I made a video of me doing this thing. It has told you a story. And I put it all together. My guy, TikTok. TikTok is my guy. I just simply select, upload it on TikTok, press that button. You know, merged everything. Give me sound safe join, and and I put it right up and upload it. I got so many calls from that video. Right, that tells a story, doesn't it? So your creativity will come into play there too. Just be creative about it. It mustn't be any gang anything. All right. Which editing tool do you suggest for beginners? Okay, that's a good question. For me, I started with Screencast-O-Matic. So again, let me add here that please, it's better to. I'm not going to explain it in this class. Maybe another time. As a business owner, leveraging the internet to run your business and doing content, it is better to own a laptop, a good laptop. Say it after me. A good laptop. Yes. There's so many things you can do faster, more efficiently, and better on a laptop that you do slower on a phone. Why waste that kind of time? Why? You're editing video. Wait, I'm coming. Just get a laptop, put your airplane mode, solve the thing fast, efficiently, and then probably that in your mind, I'm not used to laptop, you're on your own. So I use Screencast-O-Matic. Screencast-O-Matic is an online editing platform. Then it was like 6K5 or so for a year, a bit 2K for a year. I can't remember, but I paid for it then. Customer time was because it saves your things online. So you not start editing now, and then there are two reasons I used it. One, when you're editing, it saves it in online. So you're not editing, and then something happens, you have to start all over. You lose the video and all of that. That's number one. Number two, it's pretty easy to use. Some people don't believe it, but it's logical. It can help me get the job done. Let me say it again. As a real video editing is not an income productivity. In a day, and the major thing you did was to edit one video. You have worked. You were not productive. Let it sink. So don't waste your time. Don't spend. That's why you don't have to do all those zoom, bam. All those things they used to do in videos is not necessary. You don't have to learn it yourself. So long as you have a very clear phone that gives you a clear out. Number one. Number two, your audio or sound. Number three, the background is very good. That's basically simple things you now need is a cut and join. That's cut this place, join it. Maybe cut where you made mistake, join it. Maybe you get, and then write on it because you must put your number. People can reach call to action. Write it there. As I'm writing it, I am saying because I understand that are blind, they may not see. They may just listen, call a number, just in case. You get? So those are the little things. Any other question? I was able to answer your question. Other tools now. When I started, there was no CapCut. As at that 2021, there was no CapCut. CapCut is pretty easy. Too. Yeah? I've not used it before. There's one EN. What's the full meaning? I don't know. I don't know who recommended that to me. I downloaded it and I used it. I used it. It is less complicated than Pro. Pro is too dashboard, you're confused. This was the two things. For me, why I use it is very simple to use, though it's paid. But pay for Dubai. That one is VN free. It's on my laptop. On the phone, CapCut is fine. So I think CapCut is better. CapCut makes your work easier. InShot has this a way of reducing the quality of your video, so that when you now upload it, somehow, I don't know if it's only me. It's sorry. The thing kills your video. CapCut can produce your video neat, clean. Do you get? And CapCut is very easy. Things they are automated. Just touch the thing. Even your captioning can just go to caption. It will literally be saying everything you're saying in the video. Very simple. Now, tools. If you don't have any questions with this, we'll come to the end of today. Remember that if you want a comprehensive class, we have Realtor.school. Realtor.school, we have Realtor.school is 8 weeks class, where each week that are pre-recorded videos from Monday to Friday, pre-recorded videos. Then on Saturday we go live, and we're going to start our live training live in April. Okay, so for the first batch, it's an 8 weeks program. So for the next 8 weeks, we have that program. Then we'll graduate them. They get a certificate and they graduate. They also get a coursework where we, equip you with the right tools to at least sell a property. All right, for that at the end of the 8 weeks. Then we'll give you a certificate to show that you're now a certified professional realtor. After that batch, we then have the next batch. So we're doing it batch by batch like that so that we can pay attention to that batch per time and have that mentorship programs at the end of the week. We also have a community where you have other top realtors that will come to take your questions at the end of the week and guide you. All right. So for now, we have a 50% discount. It's actually going for 100K. And I think even 100K is cheap because the things we taught in this school, I don't think I've taught them before. Right. We have a 50% discount. So if you're logging, if you're going subscribing now, you subscribe at 50,000 naira. If this is free, how much more the paid one is going to be awesome, right? All right. So with that, we'll come to the end of today. Same time next week. Yeah. No problem. Previous time. Okay. Search paper. Yeah. For instance, to look out for. So the first thing is to check out the documents of the property. First thing is to ascertain if the person selling is the actual owner of the land. One of the laws, real estate laws, is you can't give what you. It's even a law generally. You can't give what you don't own. You can't sell what you don't own. So the first thing is to ascertain whether the person selling is actually the owner of the land, and even if he's not the owner, he has authority to sell. That's the first thing. And that's why someone like me, I like to meet the owner. Even though a lot of agents kind of try to fight me for wanting to meet the owner, but I don't care. I have to meet the owner. So that's the first thing. If it's a real estate company, better. So you can just simply walk into the company and find out, first thing. So after meeting the owner, I check out the title document on the land. So what title does the land come with? Because you can buy a land genuinely from someone that has ownership, but the person doesn't actually have legal ownership because the document he got was not right. So if his document is not right, he cannot give you a document that is right. Do you get? So I like to see the document he's using to sell or document he acquired with. That way you can now check and see if it's correct. So that's number 2. Then number 3, I visit the property. So I go there, see it on ground myself. If it's out of state, I like to send a colleague of mine. We have Realtors group. So in the Realtors group, there are people in different states. So I'll just call somebody there. Please help me check out this property. Make a video of me. This is the kind of video I want to see. Send it to me. I inspect it. Before client makes payment, usually I like to go there. Yeah. So these are the things I get to see. So better still, if it's out of state, usually I get my lawyer to go and investigate it for me. If it's a personal private property, maybe from a community or family, my lawyer has to be involved. Because he needs to go to the community and find out if this person is more stressful. But here's what it is. If this person actually acquired the land, so all the members of the community have to, committee have to sign this person acquired the property, because you can buy from two people in the committee. The other ones are not happy. By the time your client now buys, the wahala is transferred to your client. Do you get? And all those things. So these are the basic things I look out for. I hope that helped. All right, so we've come to the end of today's class. I hope you got value. Up to us what the value of your time. Yeah. Yes, please.
What is the most important documents in a contract that we have reached? What should we do?
So it depends on the root title. Depends on the root title. Root title. Root title is the first documented title that that property has. Okay. We may not go into root titles today, but depends on that root title, because it's from that root title every other title is derived from. So if you're buying from a community, they may give you something like no, allocation paper is not a title document. It's not. They can give you something like an irrevocable. They may not give you an irrevocable power of attorney. So usually, if they give you an allocation paper, I'll have to get my lawyer to go and create an irrevocable power of attorney, go back to the community, and everybody will sign. That can now act somewhere like the East. That can act as a root title. So I can use that and go and register it. It becomes a root title. Now, if the second person is buying, second person may get a deed of assignment, since it's registered now. And then so that deed of assignment now forms the most important document in that transaction. So not a receipt, not an allocation, not a survey, but that document. So it's derived from the root title. And it must be expressly written from the roots. It's called the recital. In the recital, you see the root title and every other document that has followed through. So seeing a document is not enough. You have to see all those things. Welcome. So, of course, we taught that in Realtor school, yeah? It still depends on the root title. This document is not used in Enugu. Places that use it, Asaba, Port Harcourt. Yes, it's still valid, but it's not that is the main thing. Seeing the root title or the recital is important. All right, so come to the end of today. Thank you so much, guys, for staying this long. I hope you got value. Online, Mr. Frank said very interesting. Everybody, Kingsley, it's good to see you. Emeka, good to see you. Clement, thank you for joining. Mr. Ifeanyi Ude. We'll convene again next week, Thursday, by same time, same venue. We'll stream online and here. The replay of this video is on Realtor School. So if you go to Realtor School YouTube channel, you can watch the replay. All right, please just let us know you watch the replay by dropping a comment there. Like and subscribe to the channel so that we can create more and all have fun. I wish you a very happy Easter celebration and enjoy your holidays. Thank you.